ready for the wind.
Exactly. No, it was a slow start to the snowmobile season, so that is great news there. And for the weekend, and then we'll get you into the snow that's in your forecast, which I know you want to hear about as well. All right, so right now temperatures are in the 30s and 40s. We've got the front that's made it all the way down to the Gulf Coast. The chill is in the air. There's a little bit of a wind. It's about 9 miles per hour in central Georgia. That's driving at least 5 to 10 degrees off of your actual temperature. So dress for that. That's how it's going to feel if you're outside this morning. We've got this one batch of cold air that's coming in. There's another one about to come in as well. And then we'll have another round of cold air coming in on Tuesday. So we're locked into this chilly pattern. Temperatures tomorrow morning are going to start in the 20s up into Tennessee, and they'll have a lot of mid-30s across the deep south. That's the air mass that the precip is going to be moving into as we kick off tomorrow. And that's why we do have the chance for some snow. It is cold enough, at least at the upper levels, to get those snowflakes going. Over 200 million people will see temperatures below freezing on Friday morning, and even more actually as we get into Saturday morning, Steph. So that's my concern, is that it's cold enough maybe at the mid to upper levels to snow. It might not be right at the surface.
Does it melt before?
Right.
Spots in the coming days.
Yes. So we've got the cold that is in place. The moisture is also in place. That's an interesting combination in the south. Let's focus on temperatures first. Right now, you got a lot of 30s and 40s all the way down into northern Florida. Jacksonville, we're in the 50s, but there's more chill coming our way. So this is the second cold snap coming our way this week. There'll be another one into next week. So we're in this pattern now, pretty locked in for the next 7 to 10 days. Today's forecast highs 40s, 40 in Lubbock, 48 in Atlanta. Everyone's in the 40s here. Now, what happens overnight tonight? We will find temperatures that do drop down into the 30s. 120 million people will be below average with temperatures today, especially down into parts of the south, some of the biggest departures from average. And then overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, we're dropping into the 30s and even some 20s. The 20s are mainly up into Tennessee. We've got Nashville 25 degrees. Montgomery, Atlanta, your temperatures in the mid 30s. It's key as to what these surface temperatures will be when we start to see precip developing in the morning. That's why the winter weather advisories are up. Natchez, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Look at this. All the way into the deep south, there could be snow even in Birmingham. And it's because tomorrow morning's temperatures will be close to the freezing mark. Won't necessarily be at freezing, but the rest of the column of the air will be cold enough to help create either some snow or some sleet or a wintry mess. The afternoon warms up into the 40s. So not anticipating a major issue on the roadways. You look at Meridian, Mississippi, we'll find temperatures, kind of the lowest point, 33 degrees. There could be snow, but then warming up into the upper 30s, the low 40s into the afternoon. I think the big challenge comes overnight Friday. Anything that wasn't cleared from the roadway stuff, anything that's wet will freeze, because temperatures then going down into the 20s Friday into Saturday morning.
Yes, even cold.
You do. And we've got help for you. Actually, if you're a hunter, it is hunting season in many parts of the country, but it's also December, and that means it can get truly cold when hunting. And when I say cold, it could be 20 degrees below zero. So there are ways to stay warm when you're outside. And Colin Cairns joins us now via Skype from New York. He's the editor-in-chief of Field and Stream. Colin, good to have you. Obviously, it seems like, yeah, the answer to beating the cold is layering up. But when you're hunting, is there anything that you got to consider? Fabrics should you consider? I'm not a hunter, but, I'm aware that you shouldn't really have your scent out there for the animal. So are there certain fabrics that would help keep that? Our feet. What about keeping our feet warm when we're out there? Okay. Some of the other essential gear that folks should have when hunting. Anything specific we should bring? Peanut butter, bacon, and honey wraps. Colin Cairns. All right, that's going to be our new Breakfast of Champions here. Thank you so much for joining us. Colin is the editor-in-chief of Field and Stream. All right, Steph, what else is coming?